Do you have a favorite photo that you've taken?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes. So I've got like a top five. I think my all-time favorite photo is a photo of a simple Oscillars clownfish and a magnificent anemone that I took in Anilao, Philippines.
Nice.
I sat at that. I love clownfish. I love anemones. Every time I would get to an anemone,
Iconic.
right, there are absolutely. That's like what people
It's
think
Nemo.
of. It is Nemo.
Yeah.
And this clownfish was just darting in and out of the tentacles, and I have a perfect shot of it in that rule of thirds sort of division of the photo with this beautiful green and purple anemone, and then this brilliant flash of orange and white for the clownfish that just immediately draws the eye. And I've got that printed 20 by 30 in my
great.
house.
What's crazy about that, and maybe you can speak to this or agree with me on this, I don't think most people will understand the validation of taking a photo the way that you wanted to take the photo.
Sure. Oh, yeah. I've got a story about that as well.
Okay. Because my thing is, if you take oh, geez, that is amazing, man. That is a really amazing photo. Oh, it's beautiful. I could look at that for a while. When you get the photo, like, you can take a good photo, not accidentally necessarily, but not completely aware of the outcome of how it's going to go.
Right.
Absolutely. But when you plan it,
yes, yeah.
and you know what you want, and
goal
you get
shots,
it,
I call them.
goal shots.
Yeah.
When you put your time in and you know what you want, you know exactly how it wants to come out, and it does come out that way.
Yeah.
There's a weird satisfaction that only a photographer knows that feeling.
It's a feeling of relief. If you've gone on a trip and you've got this idea, this goal shot in mind, you want to get this shot. This is you have it in your mind's eye. And that's how you get good shots, to have something in your mind's eye.
Right.
And when you get that shot, all of a sudden the stress of wanting it, of worrying that you're running out of time. Oh God, this is my 17th dive of 20 of the trip and I still haven't got my shot. Like, when am I going to get it? What if I don't see that animal again?
Yeah.
It melts away. And all of a sudden you can enjoy the rest of it. Something goes wrong, your camera malfunctions. I got my shot. It's fine.
And I think, too, it's also like a little bit of validation to the effort you've put into the endeavor.
Yeah.
Like, you can go out and have a plan for something. You're anxious about it, like you said. All of that melts away, and now you're also like, okay, I can do this.
Yes.
Because people don't realize this. So often you're taking photos, and it doesn't go the way you want it to go.
Not even close.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Sometimes it's still a good photo.
Sure.
I've had photos that have actually ended up being like some of my favorite photos, but I hated them at first because they weren't what I was trying to do at the time.
Right.
It's brutal, but these are the mind games that go on behind some of these photos that you see with people taking.
Yeah.
But to get a shot like that when you know what you want and you get it, that's super cool.
Yeah, so I had one of those shots. I went to Socorros down in Mexico.
So what were you targeting? What was targeting?
So I wanted to get a silhouette shot of a manta ray against the sun. Was my goal for that trip.
Oh man,
And
that is an epic shot. That's beautiful.
I planned.
Was the
it,
water that blue?
Yeah. So
Or did you help it a little bit?
I mean, I'm sure
Okay.
there was a wee bit of post processing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's always a wee bit of post processing, and
Not everything is exposed perfectly.
That's right.
But it was blue water.
But it was blue water. It actually turns out it's much easier to get these silhouette shots if the water's a little murky, because else you get that
It's
that
too bright.
overblown sunball. So I had planned this. I read all the dive photo guide, or deeper.
Yeah.
Read all the dive photo guide, things. This is my first time with a proper camera. I've been shooting GoPros before that.
Oh, whoa. Don't judge people who don't have proper cameras, man.
Yeah,
Like, everybody's taking photos.
hey,
Are you talking DSLR?
No, I'm talking camera. I had a GoPro before that.
Oh, okay. So you're actually saying a camera.
Yes, a camera.
Like what was it? Do you remember?
Panasonic GH5.
Okay, that's a solid camera.
It is a solid camera.
Especially at the time.
Yeah.
When it came out.
Yeah.
That was kind of the first. It's a mirrorless, correct?
It is a mirrorless, yes.
So that was kind of the mirrorless revolution in underwater photography around that.
Yeah, it did 4K 60. I got it because it was supposed to be a very good video camera.
Yeah.
And I've been doing GoPro videos for years before that. I have 100+ GoPro videos that are all narrated on my YouTube channel.
Which I highly recommend. Which I highly recommend
Thank
because
you.
if you want to know stuff, Drew will look it up for you, which is great. I listen, all you guys who do that, I appreciate it so much. The Drew Mentries are fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
What is your YouTube for if somebody wants to check it out?
I think it's just S Drew Wilson or S Drew Wilson. You can find it through my photography webpage, which is drewwilsonphotography.com.
There we go.
And there's a link on the bottom to it.
You can check out the cool photos that we were scoping out here. So.
Yeah. But so I bought the GH5 because I wanted a great video camera, and that did 4K 60. It's a micro four thirds, so it's a little bit of a smaller sensor than a normal DSLR, but it still was supposed to be great. The problem is, turned out it's kind of schizophrenic for autofocus underwater. It uses contrast detect, so it'll pulse. And that just would kill my videos because I have a kind of a weird housing that I couldn't manually focus it. And so I ended up starting to take more pictures because I could get it to take pictures just fine and lock the focus on that.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of transitioned from video into stills.
You were almost shoehorned into it by your technology.
But the
That's
technology,
interesting.
yeah.
And so so this was the dive and the experience in which you went through all that experience and then
Yes.
you kind of came back and you're like, oh, okay, and
Yeah.
I'll get this cool silhouette thing.
Yep. Yeah. Because I had seen, the manta rays out there are the really big ones. There's a couple of different types of manta rays, and the pelagic ones are the ones that have like the 14+ foot wingspan. And the ones that corals are friendly. They'll come right to you. In fact, they'll play chicken with you. They'll swim at you and kind of like force you down.
Really?
Which you gotta watch your computer because you'll all of a sudden be at 115 feet and you're like, oh damn, my nitrax like shouldn't be down that deep.
Yeah, watch out.
Yeah.